Good morning, student. I hope you all are doing fine. Okay, so today we'll be starting with a new chapter, that is chapter 13, Electoral Politics in a Democracy. So under that, basically we'll be learning four topics for today. One is election, number two, reserved constituency, number three, voter list, number four, nomination of candidates. So basically we'll be learning these four new topic. Okay, so let's get started. So our aim for today is our aim for our class is, at the end of our discussion you will be able to understand how election take place in a democratic country, okay. So at the end of our discussion you will be clear how election take place in a democracy. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's try to learn. Okay, so I want all of you to at first to observe the picture. Okay, as you can see the given picture, I want all of you to go through the picture. Okay, it's very simple to understand. Okay, I'm marking you. Okay, this is a ballot paper and this is EVM, uh, electronic voting system. Okay, EVM, electronic voting system. This is also known as electronic voting system, and that is the ballot. Okay, this is the ballot paper or ballot system. All right, when you talk about election in India we have around 8 electoral roll of 814.5 million. Okay, that is 81 crore 45 lakhs, and that's constitute the largest practicing democracy in the world. Okay, so in India we have an electoral roll of about 81 crore and 45 lakhs. So that is the strength of the electoral roll in India, and that's make the largest practicing democracy in the world. Okay, so since our constitution makes India a representative democracy, at all level all political decisions have to be taken by the elected representatives of the people. Okay, so election as such become an integral part of our political system. So whenever you go for in elections, if you are going for EVM, okay, that is electronic voting system, under the system there will be different kind of political symbol given out there. Okay, so what you have to do is you simply have to go, and which party you are voting, you have to just press the button of that political party, okay, from this symbol. All right, talk about the state election, state legislative assembly, or talk about the state election. Okay, the election that usually take place in our state. As you can see, the symbol of NDPP, NPF, and Congress and BGP. So if the symbol are given, you have to choose which one you are about to vote. Okay, so you have to simply press the button of that particular party, and that is how you go for your voting. Okay, so in election voter can choose. Okay, in an election voters can choose the party that will make policies and guide the government in making, all right, in law making. Okay, and point number two is they will choose the people who will make laws for them. And under that, point number three is they will choose the people who will sit in government and take major decisions. So under in election voters can choose this different kind of opinion. Okay, so let's get started with a new topic now, reserved constituency. So what is reserved constituency? See, there are constituency. If you talk about reserved constituency, reserve means something which is reserved, right? Reserved, already reserved. Okay, so there are some constituency which are reserved for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Okay, so in this reserved constituency, only a person who belong to a scheduled caste or scheduled tribe can stand for election. Okay, so the unreserved constituency are also called general constituency. The one who are which are reserved constituency, they are known as reserved constituency. Okay, that is mainly reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, which means person who belong to scheduled tribe and scheduled caste can contest for that particular seat. Okay, or for that particular constituency. All right, which means general people, they cannot contest under the reserved constituency, which is reserved mainly for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. All right, so the unreserved constituency means as a whole everyone can contest in that particular constituency. Okay, that becomes general, which means as a whole. So that is about what is reserved constituency. I hope you are clear. Now moving ahead, why reserved constituency is needed. All right, why we need reserved constituency? In short, why it is a must. See, in when you talk about India as a whole, India, as you can see that we have a vast total number of person. Okay, a vast person. We have the enormous population. All right, so if there is no reserve for a particular tribe or a caste, see, person who have abundance of resources, to have more money, who have more contact with people, all right, and who are more qualified and educated person, they'll be getting all the opportunities and all the benefit. All right, and the one who are backward, or who are from a backward region, right, or from a rural region, they cannot participate in the election. Because of that reason, reserved constituency is needed. Okay, that is to include everyone. Okay, inclusive society. Okay, democracy is all about inclusive society, not exclusive but inclusive society. Okay, which means uh, to contest or to participate in a state legislative assembly or in a Lok Sabha, right? See, when you talk about Lok Sabha, okay, it contains of the entire country as a whole. Okay, there is seat reserved for the northern India, for the south India, for the mainland India, for the west, for the northeast. Okay, so everyone can take part in the Lok Sabha election. Okay, and there is seat reserved for each constituency. Similar is the case with the state legislative assembly. See, when you talk about particular state of Nagaland, whenever we have a state legislative assembly, people from every part and corner of the state, they can contest in the election, and there is seat reserved for each district. Okay, each district there is seat reserved for particular region. All right, that is how it includes everyone as a whole. Okay, the population as a whole. So because of that reason, we need reserved constituency, that is to include everyone. Okay, and likewise we have learned some seats are usually reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Okay, and similar is the case in many states. Okay, seat in local bodies such as village and municipalities are also reserved for other backward classes. Alright, see, so this is a data comparison of reserved constituency. Okay, so the one indicating in purple, that's indicate woman candidate, and the one given in green, that indicate woman winner. Okay, so as you can see, in general category, 8.3% women candidate they contest in the election, and the winner was about 13.1%. Okay, and then for the reserved constituency, you see that reserved for SC, scheduled caste. Okay, so we're talking about here. So the women candidate were about 10.8%, and the winner were about 14.3%. Okay, and similarly with the reserve for ST, scheduled tribe. Okay, so they were 14.3% women candidate, and then 25.5% women winners. Okay, so this is a data comparison of reserve constituency between general, reserve constituency for SC, reserve constituency for scheduled caste. Okay, that is the women candidate. Alright, what is voter list? let's learn what is voter list. Okay, as you can also see from the picture here. Okay, voter list, it indicate it is a particular booklet containing the details and information of the individual person, right, in a constituency. Okay, so until and unless you have this voter ID card, you cannot contest in the election, you cannot go for voting. Okay, so in order to go for a voting, you need to have your voter ID. All right, or uh, you can also present as a proof, okay, like your ration card and your photo identity card, okay, your driving license. So such kind of personal individual details is needed when individual go for vote, all right, or go for voting. So in the last few years, a new system of election photo identity card, okay, so this is a election photo identity card, okay, has been introduced. So voters are required to carry this card, okay, voters are required to carry this card when they go out to vote, so that nobody else vote on their behalf. Okay, so no one can vote on your behalf, all right, by taking your voter ID. Okay, that is your election voter photo identity card, in short EPIC. Okay, EPIC. So this is one person one vote. Okay, so no one can vote on your behalf. And other proof, like I told you, you need to show your ration cards or your driving license. Okay, all right, so the last topic of our discussion today, nomination of candidates. All right, how candidates are nominated. Okay, remember the minimum age required to participate in election or to be nominated as a candidate in election is 25 years. Okay, so person must be 25 years, okay, in order to be nominated as a candidate to contest in the election. And political parties nominate their candidate who get the party's symbol and support. This is called getting the party ticket. So if you want to contest under political party congress, okay, so you need to have an approval as support from that congress party. Okay, and then they will issue you a party ticket so that you can contest under constituency, under your constituency, all right, representing countries. All right, similarly, if you are going for npf, or if you are going for ndpp, you can get a party ticket from the concerned party. Okay, and likewise we also have independent candidates, which means person who doesn't belong to any of the given political party. Okay, which means he can stand alone, okay, and contest with the other party. And suppose if he wins the seat under his constituency, that means uh, after the election, after the result is declared, he can always join the majority party, okay, or the ruling party, and then they can collaborate and form the government. Okay, so that is how candidates are nominated. That is through issuing party ticket, and another one is through independent candidate. Okay, so all right, that is all about our discussion for today. And now things to do, which means your homework or your assignment. So election, the question is, elections are held in your state also. Find out how they are held. So for that, you can even refer your textbook page number 190. Okay, you will find the question even in your textbook page number 190 under things to do. So this is your assignment for today, and I want all of you to please take it seriously and then try your best. Thank you all and stay safe, and for the rest of the topic we'll continue in the next class.